everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Packers going up against the Bills. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
And he's got room. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Now Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Harper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out in his 7th year now out of Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, They're precise.
Second down following the incompletion. To throw is Taylor. To throw again. Looking deep down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we take a look at the Bills defense.
It's been fun watching Marcel Darius progress through the NFL because I remember him coming out of college, and what I liked about him then, I like about him now. Strong, explosive, excellent hands, and believe it or not, at his size, has an ability to get skinny as he goes past offensive linemen into the offensive backfield.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a handoff looking right. Got some real estate inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel the boom, boom, boom all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go. Man 38. Man 38.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, it's Taylor. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daquan Jones in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. In just 2 minutes' time, don't forget we'll get you to Orlando for our halftime report. To bring it to you, who else but Larry Ridley?
Now that man knows his football. Go get him, Larry.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go. Ryan 38.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. And that's complete to Brian Quick. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harold Jones-Corte. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Bridgewater is still down. Looks like he was shaken up there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And that's incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Packers. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Mitch Trubisky with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Now Crosby for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 24-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bills are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Packers have come in and looked good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Packers taking the field for their opening drive. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and that goes as a 34-yard touchdown, giving them an early lead. Now following the interception, it's going to be a run play here. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. The lead now at 14. Now first and 10. Humphreys found on the quick pass, and it ends up working for a touchdown. Trailing now by just a touchdown. Packers take over late in the second. Here he'll scramble out of the pocket and take off. And he'll be tackled at the 46-yard line. Still a little time left on the clock. Quick pass, and Jarvis Landry comes up with the catch. And it's caught for the touchdown as they go out in front 16-7.
All right, Larry, these two teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the quarterback, Tyrod Taylor, is our focus here in this player spotlight. And I don't know what more they need to see of him than what we're going to see in this player montage. He's been great. Why aren't they winning this game, I guess, is the question.
It is a good question, isn't it? Remember the time we spent with them in practice beforehand and had that little twinkle in his eye where he thought, hey, we can get some bombs in this game. We can get deep, and that's exactly what's going on. But I don't think he thought if they could do that they'd be on the losing end.
They might need more of this air raid attack. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Taylor. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is knocked down from the side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. A chance for us here to discuss Jarvis Landry. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Man, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harper. That one goes for 24 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more there and another first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 3, second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
2nd and 10, it's Taylor again. Completes it to Quick. 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brian Quick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far, nothing going right offensively. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Now Landry, and he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
And he's into the clear. The 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Crosby for the point after. And they're able to up the lead by one more. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Back to the air on second down. Taylor. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And now a first down following that long gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw again is Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. On first and 10, it's Taylor. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Come on, let's go.
Taylor now going to throw again. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Here's Taylor to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Mitch Trubisky, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.